looks, the finished product.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Daniel Maxshaw. I'm here with J.D. Amazing, and you're about to see the live webcast premiere of Riot Pro Wrestling Resurrection. Now, J.D., you were the very first Riot Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion. Tell me a little bit about your history with the original Riot Pro Wrestling.
Just like you said, I was the first champion. So I saw the company coming along, thrilled, happy to be a part of it, happy to be the guy who was the first champion there. The relationship got a little strained over time, but was there when it started in 2013. Was heartbroken when it just kind of lapsed in 2018, and was really happy to see it back this year.
How important is it to you to see Riot Pro Wrestling come back to significance?
Man, you know what? It was the first company, out there in Brevard. It was the first wrestling company out there in years. Great fans, some of the best fans. And, I've always had just kind of a special connection with that company. I've always felt like it was kind of my company, my home. And, now that it's back, couldn't be happier, man. Couldn't be happier.
Now, this is just a revival. This is actually a true resurrection. First of all titles vacated. Tell me a little bit about each championship.
Okay, so all the titles, like you said, were vacated.
Yes.
Because it's not like a reunion show or anything. The company, is back full force, and is back with a vengeance. So the heavyweight title was vacated. The title had actually been inactive for a little while, so I think that was a good move. The tag team titles were also vacated, and there was a match to crown new tag team champions involving 6 teams. The women's championship again was vacated. The holder of that title, I believe, had some other ventures with WWE, was not able to defend that title, so appropriate. But the one that actually caught my eye the most was the Cruiserweight title, because that title wasn't vacated. It was actually retired, and there was a brand new title that was formed. So the Young Lions division was a new division that was created, and it took the place of the Cruiserweight division and the Cruiserweight title. So now it's not about weight limits anymore.
Right.
Now you're not too small or too big, because with the Young Lions division, anybody can compete in that division. So it was, man, really excited. I'm ready to get into it, man.
And I understand after Resurrection, we already have the next date, November 15th, when Riot Pro Wrestling returns to the Wickham Park Community Center.
Right, and so there's, from my understanding, there's going to be some dates in betweens that'll be in various cities, because one of the things from my understanding that Riot is doing this time is they're not staying stationary. So they're taking the show on the road. They're going to be all across Florida. There's even rumors of some out-of-state stuff coming up.
Okay.
So that's very exciting as well. But the next time that Riot will be in Melbourne at Wickham Park is going to be November 15th. And rumor has it that's going to be the night that a new Young Lions division champion, the first champ of the Young Lions division, is crowned. So exciting stuff, man.
Now, I don't want to put a damper on anything, but the new GM, Mr. Showtime, not exactly on your Christmas card list. What's going on there, JD?
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep it professional, because that's the kind of guy that I am. He is exactly what I said he was, and that's a fraud. He can come out, he can high-five the fans, he can, have his glasses, and he can have that big Kool-Aid smile on his face. But at the end of the day, I know a rat when I see a rat. The guy's a rat.
All right. No love lost there between J.D. Amazing and Mr. Showtime. In fact, speaking of Showtime, why don't we get this show on the road and let's show you the resurrection of Riot Pro Wrestling.
Tonight, we're bringing back Riot Pro Wrestling from the dead. Now at this time, I want you loud. I want you proud. I want you putting your hands together for the GM of the new Riot Pro Wrestling. Give it up for Mr. Showtime! How are you guys doing today? Hey, I just wanted to make sure that I tell everybody that Riot Pro Wrestling is back. I appreciate every one of you guys. We put in a lot of hard work. Everybody in the back, everybody who put the ring together, everybody around. We just want to say thank you. Come on. I don't think y'all loud enough. All right, guys. So you know, the only thing left to do is tell you guys, Riot Pro Wrestling presents the Resurrection. Now let's riot! All right, everybody, and facing the worldwide cameras at this time, before we start our first match, let's give a big Riot Pro Wrestling welcome to the originator of the original Riot Pro Wrestling. Give it up for Gary Cooper. Ain't that the truth? Gary, welcome back to Riot Pro Wrestling. This must be a very proud moment for you. So I've got to ask you at this moment, how does it feel to be in this ring once again and see Riot Pro Wrestling resurrected?
Riot Pro Wrestling is for everybody that comes out here. This show was meant to, for you, get everybody started, everybody have a good time. And we see it's a good crowd here now.
This wasn't scheduled.
How y'all doing tonight? Mediocre. Before I get to you, Mr. GM, I've got some words to say to you, Gary. You shut up. You know, a lot of people might not know this, but I actually got my start here in Riot as a ring announcer, working for this man. And while I thank you for the opportunities, I damn sure don't respect you. But let me explain why. Riot Pro Wrestling was something special. And what did you do? You handed it off to someone who put a championship on himself and buried this company to the ground. You have no respect for this business. So someone like me came over and took over Brevard County, and now Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling is the best damn company in this state. We are Extreme Wrestling. And tonight, it's a resurrection, right? But I ask you, Gary, how is this any different from the first time Riot came back, and the second time, and the third time? How is it any different, and how will it not fail this time? It will. Because this resurrection you speak of, you surround yourself with people who use you for your money and don't care and don't have the passion and the drive that I actually have for this business. Honestly, you should have sold Riot to me, and then I would have just shut it down. Now on to you, Mr. GM. First of all, congratulations. That's a hell of an honor to be the GM for Riot. Isn't it? It's not. But you know, you definitely have your work cut out for you. So, but the thing is, I look around and guess what? You're using our ring. You're using Atomic's talent. You're even using Atomic's commentary. Riot's just a carbon copy, right? Because, you know, the original Riot, it didn't just die. I killed it!
Alex. See, I forgot something really quickly. You know, a lot of things you said, ARW, whatever your name is, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, whatever. But if I remember correctly, didn't you start here? Wait. You were a ring announcer, that was right. That's right. So let me make something clear to you. Riot Pro Wrestling is here to stay. And, you know, I understand you want some things to fail. I seen your rap career. It didn't go well. And Alex, one more thing. I know you want to be cool, and I heard you were like a ladies' man. But the thing is, talent isn't sexually transmitted like you have before. Just saying. That's a joke. Wait. You are not going to come into my front door in Riot Pro Wrestling and think you're going to take over.
It's my commentary, my everything. I'm going to stick around all night.
You're going to stick around all night?
I'm going to stick around all night. See what this resurrection is all about.
You know what? Since you were a ring announcer before, I'm going to let you stay. That's fine. But you have to go. About your champion.
You're not getting rid of
security!
me!
Security!
You're not getting rid of me!
Get
You
him!
guys aren't getting rid of me!
Get him out of here! Security! Get him out of here! Get out of my ring. The resurrection is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our GM, Mr. Showtime, and the originator, Gary Cooper. Give it up for them. All right, and now, how'd you like to see some action? Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the debut of our Young Lions division. The Young Lions division will take the hungriest, the leanest, the meanest, the most driven competitors, the most talented wrestlers out there today looking to make a name for themselves, and they're going to make it right here at Riot Pro Wrestling. The following Young Lions division match is scheduled for one fall. Now making his way to the ring, your first competitor. Weighing 165 pounds, from Kingston, Jamaica, Remy Danilo.
Hey, Greg, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Well, it's kind of weird to be here at the resurrection of Riot Pro Wrestling. Some strong words by you.
I was just speaking the truth. That's all I'm saying. I was just speaking the truth there, Greg. I can't even hear myself in this cheap equipment that Riot has. What's this big resurrection? I can't even hear myself.
Let's try that.
There. Oh, now I can hear myself. See, the resurrection. Resurrection of what? This cheap equipment they have here that, I can't even hear myself in?
And we have
And now, introducing his opponent.
Listen, I meant every single word I said in the ring, but I'm here to see. I'm here to see what happens tonight. And he has this, Young Lions division?
Yeah,
that's what this is?
I guess that's his version of cruiserweight division.
We'll see. We'll see how this resurrection. I mean, I don't know.
Weighing in at 78 kilos, hailing from Rome, Italy, he is the Prince of Rome, Il Principe di Roma, D3!
So I will say this. That is D3 right there, who was trained by Alpha the Wild Samoan. He was actually also trained by Tommy Dreamer. Believe that or not. And recently we just saw him on Monday Night Raw against Braun Strowman.
Yeah, where he was thrown around like a rag doll. But let's focus on tonight. The resurrection of Riot Pro Wrestling. We have, I guess, Remy in there along with D3. And
I mean, who's your pick to win this? Because right off the bat, I got to give it to D3. He was trained by the innovator of violence, Mr. Tommy Dreamer, and, of course, Alpha the Wild Samoan. So you know right off the bat, this guy knows how to fight.
I'm going to have to give it to D3 just based on his worldwide appeal. I mean, he's been
He's
all
from
over.
Italy. He's from Italy.
Is. And talking to him earlier, he said what an honor it was to be in
What's
the
up
ring.
with his hair, though?
I don't know. I wouldn't go with the pink.
You would go with the pink.
No, I'd go with purple, but
you would go with the pink, Greg. I know you very well. You're like 85 and you'd go with pink.
I'm 90. Leave me alone.
How are you not retired yet?
I'm seriously considering it right about now.
Yeah, probably should. Anyways, right now
The
we see the
lockup.
lockup. My favorite, obviously, D3. D3 was trained by Tommy Dreamer and Alpha the Wild Samoan. He has all the experience and expertise out there. So there you go.
And joining us on commentary right now is our ring announcer, Daniel Max Shaw. You in there for that big confrontation between Showtime, Alex Red, and that big mountain of a man, Axe Clover. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I was kind of worried about Gary Cooper there for a minute. It looked like Axe was about to tear him apart. Luckily, I just kind of stayed to the side. And, Alex, I understand you're the original ring announcer. I'm happy to take over that spot. You guys can have all the conflict you want.
I consider, I have nothing against you. I consider you a legend in this business, and I think you do really good.
Thank you, sir.
I'm here to see what this resurrection is all about. Because I feel like we've been resurrected like 8 times, but you know what? We're off to a good start. I will give him that.
I will say this is kind of innovative on the GM's part with this Young Lions division, kind of an offshoot of the Cruiserweight division.
Well, actually, the Cruiserweight Championship is null and void. The former champ, Death Prepare and Epic, as of tonight, is no longer the Cruiserweight Champion. There is no Cruiserweight Champion.
Are all championships null and void tonight? I believe they are.
Yes, I believe we are going to have all new champions.
Absolutely. In fact, we're not starting a new Cruiserweight division because the concept was it's not about weight, it's about hunger. We want them lean, hungry, and ready to work. That's Young Lions.
All right, right now we see the crowd getting hype right now. Oh, D3 just absolutely talking smack here to the crowd in Melbourne. The crowd is behind Remy as you hear that. Personally, I'm behind D3. Italy all the way.
I don't often agree with you, Alex, but I will have to agree.
It's also the pink hair. I like it.
You would like pink hair, wouldn't you?
Both guys incredibly talented. From Kingston, Jamaica, Remy Danilo, you'd think from Jamaica might be laid back. No, this kid is on fire. And D3, he's out to prove he can do anything. Currently the WXW champion, also wants to make a name for himself here in the new Riot Pro Wrestling.
That's right. We just saw D3 on Monday Night Raw, actually, against Braun Strowman. Heck of an opportunity. You know, like I said earlier, he was trained by Tommy Dreamer and Alpha the Wild Samoan. That is quite an impressive resume for this young man.
Yes, it is. Oh, and a flip by Remy to D3 with the float over.
Yeah, impressive. I'm not going to lie. Impressive.
And into the cover. I think a little bit premature for that cover, Alex.
Didn't even get a one. Oh, look at the absolute athleticism by Remy, though. Quite impressive, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, would you go so far as to say that's, like, innovative?
It's innovative. I mean, they are definitely young competitors. That's the Young Lions division there for you, Greg.
The question is, are these two young men hungry enough?
By that kick to the face from D3 onto Remy, I would say that guy is absolutely starving, Greg. I got jokes all day, old man. What you gonna do?
And attacking that shoulder, and there's smart offense by D3. You attack that limb, and you just keep going after it.
Look at the insane athleticism by D3 as you just see, just absolutely insane.
Oh,
now, Daniel, I could see you doing something like that.
Probably no.
No,
Wincing
okay.
in pain, maybe, yes.
And very smart offense here. Keep
D3
working.
is going to keep working that arm.
You take away a man's power, you take away his arms.
D3 is a young man, but he is the veteran in this match.
Well, it looks like he's teaching Remy a lesson, but it's not a lesson you want to learn.
He's showing mocking right there, Remy.
That's not a lesson I would want to learn.
Oh, the strong kicks by D3.
And right into that injured
D3
shoulder.
from Italy.
I think you mentioned that before, Alex.
Stating facts, Greg.
Staying focused, very smart on D3.
D3 goes for the pin.
And the kick out at 2.
We are still very early on in this match. We have not had that close of a fall yet. These two are still trying to feel each other out.
And this could easily turn into a submission move. Very painful wrenching on those shoulders. Referee Matt Bowman checking in on Remy.
He says no.
I'm sorry, Daniel. That just looks painful.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it. I mean, he's wrenching his shoulder. D3 is the veteran here. He knows what to go for. He knows to attack that body part. Oop. It's like Remy's going back a bit.
Those strong elbows to the face of D3 as he's going to reverse it. But no, D3. Oh, no. Spoke too soon. Remy looking for that.
Oh, in the miss, coming off the top rope.
Oh, the strong kicks by D3.
And it was to that shoulder that D3 targeted earlier.
That has got to be it.
Cover. And the kick out at 2. D3 looking at referee Matt Bowman like, are you sure?
That was 2.5 right there. That was the closest we have had to a 3 count here tonight without Shannon Moore being here.
D3 on that shoulder is like a shark sensing blood in the water.
Yep, he keeps going after it.
You can just read the facial expressions from D3. He's starting to get frustrated that the match has gone on the way it has.
He thought he would take out this young lion, real quick, but Remy proving to be quite a challenge for D3, who misses coming off the high rent district.
I don't know. I think Remy might. I think D3 might prove himself to be the true Lion King here tonight.
Oh, and the elbows by Remy, but still favoring that left shoulder.
Oh, his shoulder's just hanging like a dead appendage at this point.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, and the kicks. Targeting the legs. Wow. Just a flurry of kicks.
Athleticism by Remy.
There's no doubt that both of these young Lions are athletic, especially D3.
Knees to the face of D3. Is Remy thinking that high rent district?
He's going there. High rent district, very perilous.
Oh!
That paid off.
Into the cover. Oh!
I thought that was a 3 count.
We almost had a 3 count there.
Crowd right now wanting Remy to get this big win. This is the first match, the opening match of Riot Pro Wrestling's Resurrection here tonight. Who is going to get that big win to set the company into the future?
Vicious clothesline by Remy into the cover.
And don't forget, this being a new division, who doesn't want to have the first win in the brand new division and establish themselves as the alpha?
And you are correct there. They are the start of the new division. No longer the cruiserweights. These are the young Lions, and both of them looking rather hungry. Remy coming back with some great offense and showing what a young Lion can do. The counter by D3.
Oh, high move, high impact by D3.
And the kick out. D3 frustrated at the ref. I would say that D3 better keep that frustration in check because it could cost him the match.
D3, you see all the stiff shots right there onto Remy by D3. That frustration just built up.
And now D3 confronting referee Matt Bowman. He better watch out and not get himself disqualified.
Maybe he can knock some sense into the ref.
Referee Matt Bowman's a good kid. D3 putting Remy on that top rope.
Oh, going back to the high rent district now. Ooh, powerful hit from D3.
And you know anything from the top rope, Daniel, never goes well.
No, it doesn't.
All I can
D3,
say is...
oh my gosh, Greg, Daniel. Oh, Remy though.
D3 down. Let's see if Remy can do this.
Remy perched up at the top. It takes flight. Almost a coup de grace style to the back
Remy
of
goes
D3.
for the pin. Wow.
And the kick out by D3.
I thought for sure Remy had it there. Absolutely impressive.
That was almost like a reverse, would you call that a reverse coup de grace?
I'll go with that anytime. I'm just glad I'm not on the receiving end of it.
Yet. I'm just kidding.
Better watch him down here, Daniel.
Oh! D3 with the shoulder off the top rope there.
And that's
He's been working on that arm the entire match. Absolute smart veteran instinct by D3. This young Lion just proving his worth. Wow. Insane athleticism.
Oh, and still targeting that shoulder.
Could we have... Oh, could this be it?
Your winner, the Prince of Rome, D3!
I called it, Greg. Greg, hell of a win right there. D3 is a young Lion, and he picks up the big win here tonight at Riot's Resurrection.
He picks up the very first win in the Young Lions division. Who could we see come into this division, Alex?
I mean, any name. I mean, Riot has been resurrected, so we shall see. But nonetheless, D3 is victorious here tonight at Riot, and I think D3, it's safe to say that is the future of the Young Lions division and the future of Riot.
I would have to agree.
D3 from Italy. It kind of rhymes, Greg.
It kind of does. Let's not take any away from.
Oh, listen to the crowd here in Melbourne pandering to Remy and cheering him on.
And we have Remy.
They would cheer for the losers, right? That's why they didn't cheer me.
Well, let's not.
Because I'm not a loser like you, Greg.
And that's why I'm under your employ, right?
Who?
Yeah. Let's not take anything away from the young
I'm not
lion,
taking
Remy.
anything away from him, but he lost. Why are they cheering the guy that loses? We don't give out trophies here for second place, do we?
Wow, what an opener for the resurrection of Riot Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, JD, obviously all the focus was on Riot. Nobody expected the invasion of ARW's Alex Red. Let's talk about that.
You know what? I can't say I'm surprised. Much like it was pointed out there, Alex Red did get his start in Riot. I remember him slapping him around a couple times when he thought he wanted to be a wrestler. But after he got in there with me, he realized that was the wrong call. As far as some of the things he said, ouch. You know what I'm saying? Ouch. But you know what? Truth be the truth. One thing he did say is that ARW is the #1 wrestling company in the state. And that might have been true a year ago. But now that Riot is back, I think that's going to change.
Well, and let's talk about the action. Our first match was the brand new Young Lions division, the Prince of Rome D3 versus Remy Danilo. Tell me about your take on both of these young athletes.
Man, these guys are two studs, man. Two young guys who can really go. And, you know, that's what I like. That's one thing I do have to give, you know, props to Showtime for doing. He went out and he got guys that were not known to Brevard, guys you hadn't seen everywhere, but guys who could go nonetheless. So he went out and he picks up a D3, he picks up a Remy, he brings these guys in and he just lets them go. And I think we got just a little taste of what these guys can really do. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing them tie up again in the future.
Yeah, and speaking of future, let's talk about the future of this event. There's a match coming up. You're a big part of this.
Yeah.
Tell us about the captain's match.
All right, you know what? So let me make a long story short. So after me and Showtime had that little face-to-face, and he proposed a captain's match. The winner of this match would take the final spot in the Fatal 4-Way to crown the new Riot Heavyweight Champion. It was supposed to be 4-on-4. Originally, the person that I had, you know, kind of fell through, couldn't make it, so we had to go in 3-on-4. Which, that's fine for me. I don't have any issue with fighting against the odds. So 3-on-4, my team, Venom's team, the captain of the winning team gets the final spot.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what happened? You're going to find out right now. We're going right now to the captain's match.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the first victory in the new Riot Pro Wrestling. And you can look forward to more exciting Young Lions matches in upcoming Riot Pro Wrestling events. Now, let me tell you about our next contest because it has serious ramifications for our main event of the evening. What you're about to see is a captain's 4-on-3 handicap match. We have two teams. We have Team Venom and Team JD Amazing. Whichever team wins, their captain advances to the Fatal 4-Way main event with a chance to become the new Riot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. At this time, making their way to the ring for the handicap match is your first team. Representing Team Venom, they are rough, rugged, and raw. They are accompanied to the ring by the consultant of choice, Frank Saltarelli, the Brooklyn Juggernaut, Rome, Team Captain, Venom, Reggie Brown, and the Capital DC, DeMarcus Cutler.
So this is big main event implications here because the winning captain of each team.
Fred, I actually got information about these guys. These guys are a bunch of jobbers.
I can just look at them and tell that. What's Frank Saltarelli having? He goes where the money is. What's he doing here?
$25 for that entire team. $25, I'm telling you. 7-Eleven.
That makes sense. But no, big implications for the main event because the winning captain of the team and
Greg
Team Venom
Allen's shoes cost
versus
more than them.
JD Amazing. The winner advances to the main event tonight, and the main event is supposed to be Zach Monstar versus Vertigo versus Aaron Epic, and the winning captain of the team, so either moves on to the main event. Lots of power in that ring, Greg.
Yes, lots of power.
And now, making their way to the ring, their opponents.
I think it's safe to say that this team that's about to come out is pretty amazing, Greg.
I would have to agree with you.
This is a pretty amazing team that's going to come out, and they get my pick to win here tonight. But it's a handicap match, though. It's a handicap team match.
Today, they are Team JD Amazing, led to the ring by Mr. Jason Sensation. They are the team of Team Captain JD Amazing, Jared Diaz, and Kwame Nas. They are the Green Light Hit Squad!
I gotta point out, Greg, this is a handicap match, though. Is that gonna work against Team JD Amazing?
I don't know. If you look at the size of JD Amazing,
It's 4-on-3.
well, if you look at the size of JD Amazing, though, you can split him into two.
JD Amazing has a lot of history here at Riot Pro Wrestling, and we've been seeing the back and forth that he has been very hesitant to come back and be a part of this resurrection, but he did decide to, and he's here tonight.
Now, I'm going to point something out here, Alex. Frank Saltarelli just tried to bribe referee Javier.
It's all about the money, Greg. Come on,
Well,
you know
apparently
this.
with Javier, he threw the money right back at Mr. Saltarelli. But I got to go back to your point. Why is Frank Saltarelli here? He goes where the money is. Do you have money?
I do.
Oh, that's why he's here then. Yeah, this is a 4-on-3 handicap match.
The winning captain goes on to the main event tonight to face Zach Monstar, Vertigo, and Aaron Epic. I guess to crown a new Riot heavyweight champion.
Yep. Everything's been vacated. So let's, wow, Venom is, one big guy.
Yeah, that's,
That is not somebody I want to meet in a dark alley.
he's a big guy. They call him the Juggernaut for a reason.
He looks like one. I'm sitting over here all the way at commentary, and I'm scared of this guy. He's huge, Daniel.
Oh, he is scary. I know when
Wait a minute. I got to point this out.
Absolutely.
It looks like Mr. Shaw over here is taking a payoff.
I'll take
from
100.
Mr.
Give me 100.
Saltarelli. Did you get enough for the rest of us here at commentary?
You know what? This actually was just something I had in my pocket. I was just counting my dollar bills.
That's not what I saw earlier when you and Mr. Saltarelli were talking. But let's go to this match.
Right now we see the lockup right here to start this match. I don't know. I think this team right here is pretty amazing. I just got to say, DeMarcus Cutler here, very impressive up-and-coming independent wrestler here in the state of Florida.
And he is currently represented by the consultant of choice, Mr. Frank Saltarelli, and he's been impressing, I should say Mr. Cutler's been impressing all over the state of Florida.
Absolutely, and Jarrett Diaz, actually, interesting note about him, his cousin, Jason Cade, was a member of the original Greenlight Hit Squad 2.0, captained by JD Amazing and Mr. Sensation. This might be the third version of this group that used to be part of Southern Championship Wrestling.
Interesting. Is this another resurrection of sorts?
It actually kind of looks like it. Wow, amazing athleticism. As we take a look on the outside here.
I think Diaz was trying to show his cousin Jason Cade something, but got an elbow from Rome for his troubles.
JD Amazing is going to go right in for the juggernaut, though.
And we have
wait a second. Has the ref lost all control?
Now we're just brawling.
The ref has lost all control of this match as these fans here are getting the VIP treatment in the front row.
And DeMarcus Cutler sliding back into the ring. Can't see it on camera right now.
Take the action back in the ring. Oh, JD Amazing going to stop that, though.
Look at JD. What has he got in mind here as we take a look? Oh, my God, Alex.
What are they thinking, Greg?
I
don't know. Oh, my God. Bodies laying everywhere here at the community center.
Wow, there are bodies everywhere. We got everybody down on the outside except for, wow, it looks like darn near everybody.
Oh, no, wait a second, though. What is he thinking, Greg? What is Kwame thinking?
He's going to go flying. Oh!
Kwame with the high air. Impressive. Oh, my gosh.
He took out both crews at one shot. Oh, this kid is pumped up.
You see the look of determination and willpower. This guy is, Kwame is absolutely impressive.
He took out everybody, including his own teammates.
Let's see, working on Team Captain Venom right now.
Going in for, is that a submission that I'm seeing right there, Alex?
He's choking him out, Greg. Wait a second, DeMarcus Cutler going to go in there. Wait a second.
What are... Oh, and DeMarcus with the elbows to Kwame's head.
Oh, come on. Referee Javier has lost all control of this match.
Looks like we're forming a human chain here.
It does look that way.
What are we witnessing? I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this before. This is absolutely incredible.
JD
as
Amazing. JD Amazing in the ring. And we have this human chain, as you called it, Daniel, formed right now.
JD going to start at the bottom and
he's going to
no, into a submission.
I have never seen anything like this before. This is absolutely insane.
Oh, and from behind, Venom hits JD Amazing from behind, breaking up that submission.
As we see the Juggernaut and JD Amazing, that headbutt, absolute power behind it.
Oh, I don't think I would want to hit either of those heads in a headbutt.
I wouldn't either. I got to agree with you there, Daniel. And the fists of fury from JD Amazing to Venom.
He's pretty amazing, Greg.
You keep saying that, Alex.
Because he is.
Daniel, did
Do
you know
doubt
that JD is amazing?
Well, not only is he amazing, but remember, he's got so much to win, so much to lose tonight. Not only is he down one man in this handicap match, but he is fighting to regain a championship he never lost.
Exactly. Oh!
JD Amazing, again, he was very hesitant to come back here to Riot Pro Wrestling, but after many, many talks with the general manager, he made an agreement, and he's wanting to get the gold he never lost. Just like
I must
Dan
mention,
said.
one of those conversations with General Manager Showtime happened on Facebook Live, and JD Amazing not too impressed with the new General Manager of Riot Pro Wrestling.
I'm not either. We'll see.
Well, it's a chance to once again be the Riot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship against his absolute disdain for Mr. Showtime. He does not trust him as far as, well, he probably could throw him a pretty far distance, but let's just say he doesn't trust him.
JD Amazing can throw me pretty far. What are you talking about?
Yes, yeah, he could shot put him pretty much across the ring.
You know who's impressing me out of this entire match is this DeMarcus Cutler. This guy has a big future from everything I've been seeing from here tonight.
I think we could very well see DeMarcus in the young
Wait a
Lions
second, though.
division.
Take it
What's going on
outside.
outside.
Take Frank
Better Reggie
Saltarelli
Brown.
just
just stomping the hell out of Jarrett Diaz for throwing him back into the ring. Playing the numbers game, and it's working right now.
DeMarcus going for the pin, but the kick out at 2.5.
I'm sorry. I got to say this. I have pure disdain for Frank Salt and Pepper. I don't think belongs out here. I think he needs to be taken to the back. Frank Saltarelli was a pain in my butt for almost a year.
The self-advocated consultant of choice.
Yeah, if I had a choice, I'd consult him right out of here. Oh, and the slam.
Absolute, just incredible strength as he, knee to the forehead. Just going to knock some sense into him.
Well, that'll definitely take an eye out.
Yeah, a move like that can easily cause a concussion.
Great tag. Just you see this team being a very cohesive unit over here. Team Venom is just working very well together to make sure none of Team Amazing can tag in and out.
And Diaz is, Diaz is completely dazed in the wrong corner. This does not look good for him whatsoever.
Trying to reach out for the tag in his corner. Oh, and smart offense by Jarrett Diaz. Will that buy him enough time?
But the Juggernaut himself is going to put a stop to that, make sure he does not have an opportunity to tag in Kwame or JD.
Now, Alex, you call yourself the fearless leader. Is Venom
I call myself that. Everyone else calls me that because they fear me.
I don't. Anyway, would you call Venom a true leader of his team?
Oh, absolutely. Do you not see the power behind him? He is venomous. Absolutely.
Jarrett Diaz trying to mount a comeback against the behemoth, but to no avail, and that one punch knocking Jarrett down to the ring.
Jarrett's been in this ring a very long time.
Look at that power.
Again, the strength as he goes for the pin. Kwame was looking to break that up there.
Couldn't get close enough. Forget 4-on-3. This has been 4-on-1 for far too long.
Yeah, Jarrett needs to get over to that corner and make that all-important tag.
And that's the thing. As much as I want to cheer and think JD Amazing's team has this, there is 4 members on Team Venom.
Venom was just biting the forehead of young Diaz.
He's venomous.
And knocking JD and Kwame off the
Wait a second.
the
Referee lost all control. JD Amazing just knocking it out to the Juggernaut. Headbutt again.
And we have a brawl.
I don't even, so much going on over here. As you see right now, JD, the Juggernaut just throwing him on the ground here.
We see on the outside, we see
Mr. Sensation attending to JD Amazing. Just put the official green light hit squad briefcase up by us. I'm a little nervous about what might be in this thing.
I'm kind of nervous too, Daniel. Do we know what's in that briefcase?
Yes.
I mean, it's a pretty cool looking briefcase.
Through the years, there have been many nasty surprises coming from that briefcase. I'm kind of nervous about being so close to it. Actually, Greg, if you could take it on your side, I would appreciate that very much.
By all means, you take it over there. We'll continue to call the action as we see DeMarcus Cutler just giving the elbows to young Jarrett Diaz, who really needs to make that all-important tag.
If Diaz can't get out, JD Amazing's opportunity to become Riot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship is going to slip away very, very soon.
Team Venom just absolutely dominating this entire match.
So let's do this,
Wait
gentlemen.
a second. Jarrett, was that Jarrett's opportunity?
Oh, he's got to get over to that corner real quick. Daniel, who's your pick in this match? Team JD or Team Venom?
Right now, I've got to say Team Venom. They've got the numbers. Oh.
Venom goes for the pin onto JD. Both team captains are in the ring right now.
Now, this is what I've been waiting for. The captain's going at it. The guys with the two most to lose and everything to gain, one-on-one.
And you can tell JD has a bit of a chip on his shoulder because he wants the gold back.
A bit of a chip?
Just a little bit. Okay, a lot of bit.
So you're going Team Venom. Alex, who's your pick in this match?
I want to say JD Amazing because he has proven time and time again just what a fighter he is, but Team Venom, the numbers don't lie.
Oh, and a power slam by JD into the cover.
Juggernaut going to break that up, though.
And Juggernaut throwing Venom over into the corner. The tag to DeMarcus Cutler, who starts laying the elbows to the back of JD Amazing's head.
And don't forget, JD has had major neck issues in the past. He's come through.
Oh.
Absolute power and strength by JD Amazing, proving once again just how dominant he can be.
JD very dominant, especially against the young lion like DeMarcus Cutler. Oh, and what are we seeing here, Daniel?
Well, this could be the end.
Oh! That has got to be it.
Oh, and Juggernaut breaking it up. 2.5 as he goes over.
Second. Team Venom all getting in the ring. Again, referee Javier has lost all control of this match yet again. Absolute chaos and anarchy here tonight.
Wow, I don't even know where to begin. We have action all around. Spear!
Rome is down.
Wow, we have DeMarcus Cutler and Kwame in the ring.
Kwame picking up DeMarcus. What is he thinking? Oh, the slam onto DeMarcus there.
Oh, wait a minute. What do we got going on here? As we look, we see Jason Sensation.
What is so sensational about this guy?
This right here, the frog splash off the top rope to DeMarcus Cutler and then smartly sliding out of the ring.
That was kind of sensational. I'll give him that.
Could we say advantage Team JD?
Not a handicap match at that moment.
Kwame running in after the tag from JD.
Could this be it?
Oh, innovative. Into the cover.
Your winners, Team JD Amazing. JD Amazing, Kwame Nas, Jared Diaz. They are the Green Light Hit Squad. JD Amazing now enters the main event.
Do you know what that means, Greg? JD Amazing, who never lost the Riot Heavyweight Championship, is now inserted into the main event here tonight at Resurrection.
And he gets that chance to gain back what he never lost.
That is going to be one hell of a main event, though, because you think about it, you have Zach Monstar in one corner, you have Vertigo in another corner, and then in another corner, Aaron Epic, and then now JD Amazing.
And I believe that match is now going to be amazing.
I believe it too, Greg. We are going to start a riot here tonight for Resurrection. Congratulations to Team JD Amazing. That was a 3-on-4 match, and they still managed to go against the odds.
I think the X factor there on the outside was Jason Sensation coming off that top rope with a beautiful frog splash to DeMarcus Cutler. I think that's what gave it to Team JD.
Absolutely, but at the end of the day, who really won here was the fans, because that was an incredible match.
Wow, that was the captain's match. And now we can talk about who won. Congratulations, sir.
Hey, man, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Tell me a little bit about the history between you and Venom.
Man, you know what? It's not a mystery. Most people know that Venom's my cousin. And so we had a little bit of a family feud, so to say. And what better way to settle it than with a fight?
Well, and let me delve a little further into pro wrestling history. So people who are strictly fans of Riot Pro Wrestling may not know, but Mr. Sensation, who was your manager, effectively has been your manager through Southern Championship Wrestling for many years as the faction, the Greenlight Hit Squad. In fact, he's on our live webcast. In fact, if you are watching the webcast on YouTube, you can actually type into the chat box right now, throw in your comments, throw in your questions, and we'll talk to you during the matches. And Mr. Sensation is actually critiquing as we're going. Tell me a little bit about the importance of having this new version of the Greenlight Hit Squad be so important to you at Riot Pro Wrestling.
Man, you know what? When originally the partners I was looking for, I wasn't able to get, but I got a message from Jason, and one thing I can say about him, man, he's always had my back, and he came through. So Greenlight Hit Squad is back, and just like you said, started in SCW, and even back in the day when I was in the Hit Squad, I got to say this, man, Jason always looked out for me. When I was just a young boy, still trying to figure this stuff out, he helped me keep my head on straight. That and he insulted me a lot, but that's just this way, man.
Absolutely. Now, let's look forward to our next match. What we're about to see is Tag Team Turmoil for the Tag Team Championships. First of all, let's talk about some of the teams. Critical Mayhem, actually, they were gearing up for a shot at the titles when the original Riot closed down. Tell me a little bit about Critical Mayhem.
So, Critical Mayhem, man, two young, hungry, talented guys. They'd been in Riot a little bit, kind of doing their own thing, and it wasn't clicking. They decided to pair up for a couple shows, and man, there was some magic. There was some magic there. Back before Riot closed, Brothers in Arms had just won the titles, and they were kind of doing a back and forth. And I think at the very last event, it was supposed to be Critical Mayhem versus the Brothers in Arms. Well, that event did not happen, and when this new guy Showtime came in and vacated all titles, he didn't want to just make the same match that was supposed to have happened. So he took those two teams and invited as many other teams as could fit in there, which led to Tag Team Turmoil.
Absolutely. So we've got Critical Mayhem, we've got Brothers in Arms. For our fans who may not be familiar, can you tell us a little bit about Dylan D?
I can. What can you say about this guy that hasn't been said and that you can keep PG? If you don't know who Dylan D is or Jerry Swirls, his alternate ego is, you need to look this kid up. Second thought, you don't need to look this kid up on social media. I don't even know what to say, man. You just got to see it for you. You just got to watch it.
Okay, and I understand we're going to see Dylan try to find a partner. Not the most popular person on the Riot Pro Wrestling roster. And we have some surprise entrants. So rather than me spoil the surprise, why don't we go right back to the action with Tag Team Turmoil.
How about that captain's match? And remember now, we've got a fatal four-way, and JD Amazing has the opportunity to once again become the Riot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion if he can get through 3 other men. But that's then. This is now. The following contest is our Tag Team Turmoil match. We will have 6 tag teams. We will start with 2. When one is eliminated, the next one will enter. The final team standing will be your new Riot Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. now, making their way to the ring, your first team.
Oh, yeah, here we go, Greg.
From Albany, New York, and Puerto Rico, they are the team of Critical Carlos Gabriel, Andrew Mayhem Merlin. They are Critical Mayhem.
As you heard Daniel Maxshaw say, that is Team Critical Mayhem right there. Andrew Merlin and Carlos, they have been making quite a name for themselves in the tag team divisions all around the state of Florida. Tag team turmoil tonight. How far are they going to get, Greg?
That's still to be seen, as we have some pretty good tag teams involved in this turmoil.
Some of the best teams around the state, I heard, are going to be here tonight.
I have to question one of
That's
them.
part of why I'm here.
Making their way to the ring, the second team.
Who's this, Greg? Is this a newer team?
I would.
Hailing from the deepest, darkest part of the forest, and from Poughkeepsie, New York, they are the team of Caius Wolf and Jake Shadow.
I'm familiar with Jake Shadows, but I am not familiar with his partner. This is a very interesting tag team, and I got to say that if this is tag team turmoil, you know, eliminations keep happening, another team comes in, I got to give all mine to Critical Mayhem. I'm thinking Critical Mayhem, Greg.
I haven't. I'll reserve judgment.
I used to think I'd reserve judgment on you, but there's no way I can't judge you.
You judge me every day, sir.
That's because you're like 90 years old.
95, and who's counting?
Nonetheless, though, you see Critical Mayhem against Jake Shadows, and what's Jake Shadows' partner's name?
Caius Wolf. Very mysterious, dark person from the deepest, darkest part of the forest.
I'm not
Caius
too
Wolf.
familiar, but he has my interest.
Yeah, the interest is definitely peaked.
I'm giving my pick to Critical Mayhem. I've seen a lot from these guys. They have been busting their asses around the state of Florida. They've definitely been making a name for themselves in tag team divisions all around.
A little bit of history with them in Riot Pro Wrestling. They were single competitors here before they decided to team up as a tag team. And they have won many championships, but never yet in Riot Pro Wrestling.
Could this be their opportunity to do that?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure they've been dying to do that since the original Riot Pro folded.
You see Jake Shadows and Carlos, they're in there starting this off. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jake Shadows and Carlos starting this off. Carlos, though, Carlos kind of that high-flying athletic cruiserweight type of style.
Look at that intensity in his face, Alex. Okay, this new guy, what was his name again?
Caius Wolf.
Caius Wolf kind of scares me, kind of like Alex does.
Greg, you're like 90.
95, and
You
who's counting?
senile son of a... As we see Carlos, though.
Attempting to pin, but Caius Wolf rolling through, and look at the power.
Power by Caius Wolf.
And the follow-away slam to young Carlos into the cover.
This is tag team turmoil, so I mean, whatever team is standing at the end of this turmoil match is going to be the new Riot Pro Tag Team Champions. Is that correct?
And we are going to see 6 teams before all's said and done, so whoever is winning, they're going through a lot.
Straight there by Caius Wolf.
Into the cover again. And a 2 count. Carlos kicking out. I think it's very important that Carlos get over to his tag team partner, Andrew Merlin.
I gotta say, I wasn't too familiar with Caius Wolf, but him and Jake Shadows have been working very well as a tag team here tonight.
I am very impressed. So far, I'm impressed. What about you, Alex? You're very hard to impress. And
I'm impressed. I mean, Critical Mayhem was my pick, but so far, they haven't really gotten much in. It's been all Jake Shadows and Caius Wolf.
Well, Critical Mayhem work great together. They're very accomplished in a short time, but not doing so well against Caius Wolf and Jake Shadows here tonight.
Andrew Merlin in, though.
Andrew Merlin got the tag from Carlos and coming in hot. Oh, and the knee. Wow.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Oh, I think we all spoke too soon. Into the cover.
Andrew Merlin almost. Wait a second. What is Andrew Merlin? Oh, kick onto Jake Shadows by Carlos.
Nice. And that shows you the fact these guys have been a tag team for a long time and know how to work together.
Oh.
Out of nowhere has Andrew Merlin goes for the pin. Your first team eliminated.
And Critical Mayhem staying strong in this.
Caius Wolf and Jake Shadows have been eliminated. Now making their way to the ring, team number 3.
They have team number 3. This gives Critical Mayhem
Who's it going to be?
a little bit of a break. As we await the third team in this tag team turmoil.
Greg?
Oh, my God.
Oh, come on. It's this idiot doofus.
This is the one.
Come on.
Wait a minute. He does not have a tag team partner. Who is
Now
his
making
tag
his
team
way to the
partner?
ring, Jerry Swirl.
Why is he here?
Who's
What
his
is this
partner?
doofus doing here?
Did he get that at Scott Steiner's garage sale? I mean, what's up with that?
I heard it. I heard that the Malice was up for sale.
I
but
thought he's been collecting cans and like that.
Is this going to be a handicap match on this one?
I think it might be because I don't remember anybody accepting Dylan's offer.
Greg,
to
get
be-
in there and accept. You're his
I'll
partner.
go. No.
You guys know him way better than I do. Can you explain the whole Golden Girls fetish thing going on?
He thinks Betty White is hot.
He likes to think that Betty White is his soulmate.
But, you know,
I mean, how many cans did he have to save up to get those?
Maybe Betty White will be his tag team partner.
did anybody explain to Jerry Swirls that you have to have a partner?
He calls himself now Big Papa Swirls, from what I've heard.
He looks more like Big Mama Swirl.
Wait a second.
We know that music.
Wait a second, no way.
Oh, always that.
His tag team partner, Vernon Black.
You know what they say, Greg? You gotta bet on black.
Wait a minute. How the did Jerry Swirls, Big Mama Swirls, get somebody like Vernon Black to be his tag team partner? I'm with Vernon.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I didn't really need that. Please take your chainmail away from me. Thank you.
Oh, hey! What is that doofus Dylan doing trying to... What? Come on, disrespect by Jerry Swirls.
Well, I guess Jerry Swirls was lucky and found himself the right tag team partner to take on Critical Mayhem.
You know, here's the thing.
He's an idiot?
I started liking this goof. I'm going to have to change my mind about that again.
I think he's a very questionable... I don't know. I don't know how much of a brain this guy has.
Well, from personal experience, and we all know I have my personal experiences.
You shaved
with
his
Jerry
head.
Swirls. Back in December at the Atomic Show.
Hey, Greg, he just slapped Carlos on the ass.
I knew he was gay.
Now, you guys know him way better than I do, but wouldn't it have been a smarter move to let Vernon Black come in and handle the heavy work?
Jerry Swirls is not that smart.
It doesn't. Actually, if you look at Vernon Black, he doesn't look very interested to be out here. I'm wondering how much money did it take to get Vernon Black to even come out here and sit in that corner?
He's a gambling man. They always say bet on black, and Jerry Swirls betted on Vernon Black, so he must have paid him something pretty good.
Well, in the meantime, your boy Jerry Swells is taking quite a beating from Carlos Gabriel.
Oh, let me stop you there. He ain't my boy.
He ain't my boy either.
Is he Betty White's boy? I have no clue.
Greg, he might be your boy, actually. You never know.
No.
You two are
super kick! Do it again! I'm sorry, was that too biased?
Jerry Swells trying to get the crowd behind him. I think he had the reverse effect.
And the kick out at 2.
I'll give him credit on that one.
Jerry
don't
Swells
do
is
that.
just weird.
Just don't give him any credit.
Wait a second, is Vernon Black?
Vernon Black jumping down when Curls went for.
Wait a second, he has cash in hand. Was he paid?
He was paid. I knew it.
Wow. I like the gambler. He knows when to count his money.
And he knows when to fold them.
Oh, come on.
Jerry Swirls and the dealer Vernon Black have been eliminated.
That didn't last long, Greg. Are you surprised?
No,
Now,
I am not.
making their way to the ring, Team 4.
Uh-oh, we're very familiar with this team, Greg.
Oh, yes, we are. Is it chaotic in here, or is it just me?
From the hard streets of Puerto Rico, first, the Prince of Souls, Alex Todd. His tag team partner, the Wicked King of Misery, Alex Misery. They are Anarchy.
Much to the point of what I said earlier in the ring about them using atomic talent and our homegrown talent. Anarchy is homegrown atomic talent. They are the definition of just absolute chaos. They're called Anarchy for a reason.
Yes, they are. The maker of chaos, Alex Misery. The Prince, Alex Todd. And they've been making a name for themselves all over the state of Florida. Alex Misery has been going over to Puerto Rico quite often to wrestle over there. And as we know, Alex Misery has wrestling in his blood.
Absolutely, a second-generation superstar. And these guys, unlike your last team, have each other's back.
Yes, they do. Alex Misery and Alex Todd, just like brothers. And some good sportsmanship shown by Alex Todd.
Oh, yeah. Guys, you are in for a contest right now.
This is going to
Critical Mayhem versus Anarchy. That right there just reads main event.
Do we have Critical Anarchy here? And tying up the arm of Alex Todd there. But take nothing away from either of these teams. Very, very gelled as teams together, so we could see some real good classic tag team action here, Daniel.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, both these teams have championships. Both these teams are storied in anywhere from Florida to Puerto Rico and pretty much everywhere you've said. This is going to be a great match.
Right now, Alex Todd and Carlos Gabriel in the ring, though. Alex Todd is actually a bit of a submission specialist. I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of tap out.
Why does it look like he's tying him up like a pretzel? Oh, and Carlos returning the favor.
Alex Todd not looking too happy.
Oh, and that could do some damage to those knees, which would take away the high-flying moves that Alex Todd likes to do.
Andrew Merlin. Wow, absolutely innovative as he goes for the pin.
And the kick out at 2 by Alex Todd.
And hey, Carlos, Andrew working very smarter. They've already worked a little bit, so they're keeping each other fresh, working on Todd, switching in and out when they can.
Here's the thing, though. Alex Misery is not going to sit on the outside for very long. He's going to want to get in there and get a part of this action. He's a very intense competitor. As Alex Todd wrenches that arm and gets the tag to Alex Misery. And guess what, Daniel and Alex? We are about to crank this up.
Again, absolute anarchy right now. Alex Misery, what's he thinking? Or is he even thinking, for that matter?
He does not think. He just does, Alex. Look at that move into the pin.
Andrew Merlin kicking out at 2 3/4.
That's a very close pinfall. Maybe your team, Critical Mayhem, not going to advance much further than Anarchy.
But what happens when you get Anarchy versus Mayhem? Chaos.
What he said. He said we get chaos.
You got chaos and you got misery. The Prince of Chaos and the Wicked King of Misery.
Right now, high flying style right there of Alex Todd.
This crowd squarely behind the team of Anarchy.
Well, all I know is Andrew's got to get out of there. He's taking way too much punishment. Again, smart tag team action. They're tagging in and out pretty quick. Carlos, Gabriel dying to get into this match right now.
Both teams have shown that they are very gelled as a team.
Misery going for the pin.
And 2.
Carlos biting at the bit to get the tag.
You talk about cohesive tag teams and just that can work so well together. Alex Todd and Alex Misery have that, and they've showed no just.
And they are doing the quick tags in and tags out. Look at this.
Working
That's how you do
smart.
it.
Keeping
Work
Mayhem
smarter, not
isolated
harder.
in their corner, just where they want them.
Stay as fresh as you can.
Oh, I heard that chop over here.
I felt that over here, Daniel.
Ouch.
And
Again, another quick tag by Alex Todd.
And Andrew Merlin fighting his way out with the elbows and the fists, but to no avail as Alex Todd waffles him with a right. And you'll notice that both of these men, Alex Todd and Alex Misery, they stay on their man. They give him no rest.
Well, you got to give Andrew credit too. He is fighting back. Oh, Bulldog.
Right now, you see the crowd here in Melbourne getting really hyped. They want to see that tag. They want Carlos Gabriel in the match, and they want Alex Misery in the match.
Could we see finally Carlos get back into this match as we see the tag to Alex Misery. Carlos in, and the clothesline to Alex Misery. Devastating suplex there.
It's time for Critical Mayhem.
Ooh, baseball slide. Carlos is on fire right now.
You see the determination by Carlos Gabriel.
Going to the high rent district and
wow, just knocking Alex Misery straight up and down.
What must come down.
Referee Javier telling Carlos to get out of the corner. Got to remember, they have a 5 count to get out of that corner, so Carlos could have exercised that 5 count.
Wait a second. Carlos was looking to run to the corner, but Alex Todd going to stop that.
Alex Misery sliding over for the tag. Alex Todd in.
Gabriel was holding his neck there. Looks kind of dazed at this point.
He could have done some damage. Alex Todd with the elbow. Alex Misery up. And the 450 splash.
Does not look good for Carlos Gabriel.
That's got to be it. Andrew Merlin going to break that out, the closest to a 3 count we have had.
And now we've broken into just a fight. Between Anarchy, Andrew Merlin. Oh!
Beautiful move by Andrew Mayhem Merlin, taking out both members of Anarchy.
Wait a second. Andrew Merlin going to throw Carlos onto Todd for the pin.
And Todd kicks out at 2.
Almost got the elimination.
Man, this has been some, like I said, classic tag team combat. Oh, wow, look at that. Innovative, but the breakup by Alex Misery.
Both of these teams seem to know each other so well.
They are evenly matched, I would say, Daniel, wouldn't you?
Trading blows back and forth right now.
I mean, different styles, but you basically have 2 teams that know each other so well.
If you look at the dynamic, though, here, Daniel, if you look at Alex Misery and Andrew Merlin, they're about the same size, the same height. The same thing goes with Alex Todd.
Out of nowhere, that's got to be it. Merlin goes for the pin. Anarchy's gone.
Anarchy has been eliminated.
Anarchy was the strongest looking team so far. Critical Mayhem.
Now, making their way to the ring, Team 5.
The annual purge. Greg, I'm about to kill you.
It'll be legal.
Critical Mayhem lasting very well in this match.
They have gone through 3 teams, going to their 4th team now.
Can they make it till the very end? They've been here since the beginning.
But now they must battle a fresh, young team.
Uh-oh. Culture.
Now making their way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, the 17-year-old prodigy, Eli Knight, the Integrator, Malik, Bo, City, they are Culture Inc.
Here's the thing, Greg. As much as I thought Anarchy had Critical Mayhem's number, I got to say, I think Culture might have their number. Culture, up and coming, very impressive team on the rise.
Yeah, one member, Eli, 17 years old, being considered a wrestling prodigy.
Absolutely, as we start this off right now, Malik and Eli just going to bring it to Andrew and Carlos.
Culture is hungry for tag team gold. Andrew and Carlos have been in this match since the beginning, and they've faced 3 other teams. Can they take on the young lions known as Culture?
And you got to think, the wear and tear now that's happened to Critical Mayhem, could Culture have their number? Because they have been, like you said, since the beginning of this match.
Oh, and the double drop kicks from Critical Mayhem to Culture.
Hey, I'm not taking anything away. That was absolutely impressive. But the thing is, they have been in this match, what, 15, 20 minutes now?
They have, and they are.
What more could they possibly? Oh, low blow by Malik. Letting you know that they are here to win gold, and they don't care what they have to do to get it. Wait a second, Greg.
We have a ringing of the bell. That's a.
Is that a disqualification?
Culture Incorporated has been eliminated by disqualification.
Greg, that's a disqualification.
Now,
Culture is
making their way
disqualified.
to the ring, your final team.
Well,
oh, we know this music all too well.
My favorite team is about to come out. My best friend is about to come out.
I'm going to leave now.
Stay, Greg.
Okay.
Well, it is past your bedtime.
It is, really.
There you go. The best
Led
damn
to the
team
ring by the
here.
consultant of choice, Frank Saltarelli. They are the team of Jason Dugan, Praise Eon, Brothers in Arms.
Where do I even begin to discuss everything about Brothers in Arms? Because Greg, Jason Dugan, and Ray Zion, they are the Atomic Tag Team Champions. They are the Atomic Tag Team Champions. Jason Dugan is also the Atomic Rapid Fire Cruiserweight Champion. I foresee Riot Pro Tag Team Gold in their future.
And we have called Jason Dugan the belt collector, as you have referred to him.
He is the belt collector. He is going all around the state of Florida, Georgia, Alabama, you name it. They are going to shut Carlos Gabriel down. Brothers in Arms have got this. I have no doubt in my mind.
I will give the devil his due. Brothers in Arms is one of the top tag teams in the state of Florida, if not the only good tag team in the state of Florida.
Impressive athleticism. See, that right there is a team. Critical Mayhem has nothing on Brothers in Arms.
Wait a minute. My question is, what will it do to the ego of Mr. Showtime if your tag team champions procure his tag team championship?
It's like I said in the beginning of the show, Greg, but none of these idiots in the crowd wanted to listen. that Brothers in Arms, Atomic, we are taking over. We are the new face of Extreme, and Brothers in Arms is going to do just that.
Oh, very impressive by the big man, Ray Zion.
Ray Zion is a former 3-time Atomic Hardcore champion. He is ready to go to the Extreme and back.
Did we mention that the Brothers in Arms are the longest reigning tag team champions ever in ARW history?
Absolutely, and guess what? They're going to walk away with the gold here tonight, and they will do just that with Riot Pro Wrestling.
My question is, what is that going to do to the ego of General Manager Mr. Showtime?
You mean the undeserving ego, right?
Is it undeserving? Yes.
I don't know yet. Time will tell. Jason Dugan, they're going to work really good here on Carlos Gabriel. If you notice, Andrew Merlin is not in his corner, and that is because Brothers in Arms, that smarts, took him out before the match even began officially.
Yep, and 2 count.
You talk about ego, that is a deserving ego right there by Jason Dugan as he's going to pin Ray Zion in. Frank Saltarelli, look at, he has $100 bills everywhere. Greg, are you going to go get one?
I tried. He wouldn't give me one.
Yeah, you got to work for it, Greg.
Something about drawing pension or something. He doesn't give handouts.
Ray Zion going to go for the pin on Carlos. Carlos barely able to kick out there, but again, Critical Mayhem have been in this tag team turmoil since the beginning. What more could they possibly have left in them?
I don't think they have any more left in the engine.
Carlos going to duck it, but you can see just that tired.
Oh, and the enziguri to the head of big man Ray Zion.
But take nothing away. Ray Zion is a former 3-time Atomic Hardcore champion. He can take it, and he can give it right back.
Jason Dugan wanting the tag now as we watch Carlos inch closer to his corner. Could he get that all-important tag to Andrew Merlin, which he does.
Jason Dugan in and Andrew Merlin.
Like a house on fire, Alex. Ducking the clothesline by Jason. And the knee. Ducking the clothesline from the big man, Ray Zion.
I'm going to take nothing away. Andrew Merlin is quite impressive here tonight. But again, he has been here since the beginning of Tag Team Turmoil.
Yeah.
Brothers in Arms are the fresh competitors.
Andrew Merlin just going post to post with the Brothers in Arms. Oh.
Kick to the face of Ray Zion.
Wow, Andrew Merlin, really impressive. Picking up Jason Dugan.
Jason gonna push him into the ropes.
Oh, and the slam. Hard onto the back of Jason Dugan. And the kick out.
Are you surprised?
I am not. Actually, Jason Dugan, very impressive.
Brothers in Arms win
athletics.
gold in every single company they go to. Do you really think Riot Pro Wrestling is going to be any different?
Ray Zion throwing Carlos into the post. Meanwhile, into the ring, we see Jason with Andrew, the big man in.
This has got to be it. Jason Dugan goes for the pin. Told you, Greg.
I never doubted you, Alex.
Your winners and the new Riot Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Crazy on Jason Dugan, Brothers in Arms.
Well, Greg, like I said in the start of the show, Atomic was taking over, and guess what? Atomic took over Riot because the new tag team champions for Riot are Brothers in Arms. And look at this. This is the general manager. Going to rightfully hand them the gold.
How humiliating is that, Alex? How humiliated must the general manager be right now that he has to hand over his tag team championships to your tag team champions?
So, Brothers in Arms now Atomic Tag Team Champions, and now the Riot Pro Tag Team Champions.
Congratulations to the Brothers in Arms. But
Why does Frank Saltarelli have his shirt off?
I don't know, but he needs to put it back on. Let's not take anything away from Critical Mayhem, though. They lasted 5 teams. They
It's
were
impressive.
In this
I'll
match
give
from
them
the
that.
beginning. Very impressive from these 2 young Lions.
Andrew
And
Merlin and Carlos Gabriel have been around since the beginning. They did a very, very good job. I take nothing away from them.
I don't think we've seen the last of them in the tag team
heart.
division.
They had heart. They had heart.
Then I look unprofessional.
Okay.
Xeon is right?
Xeon is correct.
We're going now. Guys.
We're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That was the tag team turmoil. In fact, we have one of our tag team champions on the line right now from Brothers in Arms, Ray Xeon.
Exactly. I got my boy Ray on the line right here live. And like you said, Xeon, not Zion. Xeon. Y'all need to get your game right. So Ray.
Thank you, bro.
Hey.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, man. Hey, go ahead, talk to these people real quick, man. Let them know. Another show, another company, another set of titles, man. Brothers in Arms looks unstoppable, bro.
Bro, it's not even unstoppable. It's the whole fact that we never really lost the titles in the first place. Although when they stripped us, we was the last champions. Guess what? We got the titles back around the waist they belong on in the first place because we never lost them. Just like everywhere else we go. We're belt collectors. It's what we do. Me, Dugan, heck, even you. We go around and we get that gold, baby.
Hey, man, you don't got to tell me about it, man. We saw it. I do know Critical Mayhem was a little upset the way things went down with Culture. Some people are saying that that's the only reason why you guys pulled out that victory. What do you got to say about that? What you got to say to the haters, man?
People can say that all day. I mean, let's be real. At one point, we was cool with Culture, but they'll get handled when they get handled at another time at a date that we all know about. But I digress. Critical Mayhem is good, but they're just mad that we're better. Was we supposed to have that ladder match way back then? Yeah, we probably was. But at the end of the day, they wouldn't have beat us in that either. You can put us in a ladder match, cage match. I don't care if it's a table match. We'll beat Critical Mayhem anytime they want to get beat. I don't care how good they are. We are just that much better.
Man, strong words from my boy Ray. Can't argue with him, man. Can't argue with him. Ray, man, thanks for calling in. I'm going to go ahead and let you go, bro. I'll holler at you later.
All right, bro. I'll get at you later, man. I got to get back in this pool with the rest of the chicks.
All right, bro. Do your thing, man.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm totally remiss not to mention Anarchy, Alex Todd and Alex Apollo Jr., the second generation star, who gave a hellacious fight to Critical Mayhem and were a big part of this match.
Dude, at one point, I thought they was going to eliminate him, man.
Yeah, and actually, we're about to go and talk about the women's match now. So, why don't you start talking a little bit about it while I try to get one of our competitors on the line right now?
All right. So the women's match. So La Femme Fatale. So 3 women, 2 eliminations, 1 champion. So
hello, are you ready?
Oh man, that was fast.
All right, give me a couple seconds. We're going to put you on speaker here. We are live in the studio, and hopefully, can everyone hear my next guest? Sophia, feel free to introduce yourself. You just did. Okay, I think that we got good sound levels. So our next contest was for the vacated Riot Pro Wrestling Women's Championship. Now, on the line with us right now is Sofia Castillo. In this match you're about to see, it's Sofia Castillo, the unbreakable Lexi Gomez, and there was a last-minute change. Reagan Fire scheduled to be there. A former Riot Pro Wrestling Women's Champion was injured, I understand. And at the last second, Raven Knight came into the match. Sophie, if you would, tell us about what a challenge it is when you have such a last-minute change like that.
I mean, it's always going to be a challenge when there's something unexpected that happens, but I don't think it would affect the outcome of the match itself. It doesn't matter who's in there. It doesn't matter what kind of match it is. You're always trying to win, right? So it doesn't really matter the last minute changes as long as you always have clear that your goal is to win the match.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And of course, the matches come up, so we're not going to talk about the winner, but tell us a little bit about each of your opponents.
Lexi is amazing. She's a really, really close friend of mine. She's a really good wrestler. We trained together. We started together. And I love wrestling her. Raven, on the other hand, is a little bit newer. She doesn't have as much quote-unquote experience as Lexi and I have at this point. But, you know, she's very, very ambitious. And I think that's something very important they're always looking to have in a wrestler. Simply because if they're not giving their all, it's not going to be fun for anybody.
Absolutely. And now, speaking of giving your all, this actually was a no disqualification match, right, JD?
Yeah, if I recall correctly, there was no countouts, no disqualifications.
Yep.
Hi, JD.
What's up?
So tell us a little bit about how that changed your mindset for a match when you can basically do anything you want to score that victory.
That's always a little bit more fun because it gives you a lot of freedom and liberty to do whatever it is that you think or can do. In a regular match is very, you know, black and white. This is what you can do and this is how you win, and there's no much leeway for you to do any other fun things that you could think of. But once it's a no DQ match, it's your match and you get to do whatever you want in order to get that victory.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see your definition of fun in just a few minutes. I'm not sure it's everybody's definition of fun, but and again, without spoiling the results of this contest, we are going forward Riot Pro Wrestling. I know November 15th we have a scheduled date. There are other dates coming up, and I think we can all say we look forward to seeing you in future Riot Pro Wrestling events.
I'm looking forward to seeing you as well.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to follow Sophia on social media, you can go to her website. Why don't you tell us your website, and then people can click to your social media links from there.
Yes, website-wise, it'll be Sophia Castillo Pro Wrestler, and then as for Instagram, it'll be Sophia Ramirez Castillo _39, and Facebook is just my full name, Sophia Ramirez Castillo.
There you go. And guys, if that was too much, just remember SophiaCastilloProWrestler.com, and you'll have links to her Facebook, Instagram, and everything. She's got a lot of great upcoming matches, many that will be in Riot Pro Wrestling. Sophia, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
All righty. And now, let's get back to the action and check out the match for the Women's Championship.
All right, we now have new tag team champions. And I'll tell you what, it's time for our semi-main event. Tonight, our semi-main event is a triple threat match. No disqualifications, no countouts. These competitors can do anything they want to each other. And this is for the new Riot Pro Wrestling Women's Championship. Now, making her way to the ring, the first competitor. From Amityville, New York, Raven Knight.
This is Raven Knight, who has been making quite a name for herself all around the state of Florida over the past year. She started out as a referee, and now she is a wrestler. Impressive.
She kind of reminds me of a former WWE diva.
And who are you thinking exactly?
I don't know. Let me turn the page.
You know, originally Reagan Fire was supposed to be in this match, but I've been told by sources backstage that Raven Knight is actually taking Reagan Fire's place. Some sort of injury.
Wow. Oh, Alex.
She is the Gothic Goddess Raven Knight.
What did she call herself?
The Gothic Goddess.
She calls herself the Gothic Goddess.
That is what she calls herself.
Is it safe to say that she's a hot topic here tonight?
Now, making her way to the ring, the next competitor.
Oh, Greg.
From Plant City, Florida, she is the unbreakable Lexi Gomez.
The young up-and-coming Lexi Gomez, again, another competitor who has been making quite a name for herself all around Central Florida. She has been in the likes with Leva Bass. She has been in the likes with Brandy Lauren and just so many other competitors. And definitely the fan favorite here tonight is Lexi Gomez.
I don't know. I'm kind of liking the Gothic Goddess over here. I have my dark side.
Do you now, Greg? What is that, falling asleep at 5 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock?
5:30. Give me credit, Alex.
Lexi Gomez, though, fan favorite here tonight. Let's await our third and final competitor in this triple threat.
And now, making her way to the ring, the final competitor.
This is all you, Greg. I got nothing good to say here.
From San Jose, Costa Rica, Sofia Castillo.
I don't know what to say about her either because I don't keep up with her. I'm sorry.
That's all
I'm
you.
just going to be honest.
Personally, my least favorite to win this match. If I had to give it to anyone, I'm going to go with Lexi Gomez. Although the Gothic Goddess herself could be the hot topic here tonight.
I'm going to have to go with the hot topic of the night, the Gothic Goddess Raven Knight, as Daniel Max Shaw.
There's not enough eyeliner in this building.
Did you finally get that right? It's the Gothic Goddess.
The Gothic Goddess. Pretty scary lady, actually. I'll tell you that much.
She scares me.
She's not that intimidating. She's just
scares
emo.
me. Yeah, well, Alex calls her a hot topic.
She is the hot topic here tonight at Riot.
Well, if you'd like to get back in the ring with her, Alex, you can take her as ring announcer for her match.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. That's you.
Ooh, Raven asserting dominance early on in the match. Might have been a bad... Oh!
Sophia and Lexi going to work together against Raven Knight.
Two ladies not to mess with.
And this is for the vacant Riot Pro Women's Championship.
Absolutely. The all-new Riot Pro Wrestling Women's Championship.
If I had to pick a favorite, I'm going to give it to Lexi Gomez. She has been making quite a name for herself around Florida.
You know, I'll tell you what, with Lexi, she's a small package, but she is a powerful one. She is not a young lady to be underestimated.
Ooh. Lexi going to grab... Oh, wait a second.
Smart.
Raven Knight.
Very smart of Raven Knight. Now going after Sophia on the outside.
Oop. And gets some elbows to the jaw for her trouble.
Eating some elbows.
Oh, Raven Knight going to throw Sophia in the hardest part, the ring post here.
That could lead you to a visit to the dentist as well as your plastic surgeon.
Easily.
Oh, and a vicious clothesline, but the unbreakable Lexi Gomez.
Oh, bulldog straight to the...
Nice bulldog into the cover.
And
Raven Knight kicking out at 2.
And remember, this is a triple threat. It's an elimination match. So we're going to see 2 eliminations before we have a champion tonight.
Elimination, no disqualifications, correct?
That means
that would explain Sophia with the chair.
Yep, it's a triple threat. That's no disqualification, right?
Bro, Raven
Apparently.
wisely removing that chair from Sophia. I'll tell you, that young lady fought her whole family for 6 years to come to America to be a pro wrestler. Don't get in her way. Ooh.
Kick to the face of Raven Knight by Sophia.
Sophia
Strong.
known for her devastating kicks, and Raven just looking up at the skylights right now.
But in a match like this, you got to keep eyes in the back of your head because you have no idea who might just be coming from behind.
Oh, absolutely. Remember, that chair is still in the ring. The referee has not removed it, so that can come into play at any moment.
Wow. Sophia driven right into Lexi in the corner. Raven Knight with the upper hand just choking Sophia on that bottom rope.
I told you Raven Knight was attempting to be the hot topic here at Riot tonight.
And I just have to question referee Matt Bowman for admonishing Raven Knight. This is a no disqualification match. Why is he admonishing for having Sophia on that bottom rope? Should have let it go.
Yeah, these ladies can do anything they want to each other tonight. Sophia fighting back right now. Up, back down.
And you know very well, Daniel, you want to be careful telling Raven Knight what to do.
No, she's establishing her dominance right now. And quite frankly, Lexi and Sophie, both very highly regarded. I got to give Raven credit.
Raven's choking out Sophia. Choking the life out of her.
Good Lord, did you hear that scream?
I did. Oh, sorry, I was distracted for a minute. Sorry, mesmerized.
Again, you see Raven Knight just dominating this match. She absolutely has the size advantage over both women competitors in this match.
Yeah, vicious kick to the spine of Lexi and went for the cover on Sophia, out on two.
Who's going to be the first elimination here? I can't call this.
I'll say Sophia will be the first one eliminated.
I've got to tell you, I'm very impressed with Raven tonight. She is dominant right now in a match where I thought she was the underdog.
I rarely ever agree with Greg, but I got to agree with him. I think Sophia's the first out, and I would love to see Lexi and Raven one-on-one, which is what kind of we're getting here right now. Oh, strong chop to the chest of Raven Knight.
Oh, I wouldn't sell any. Ooh.
Devastating.
Oh, and now they're just trading blows, but Raven Knight seems unaffected by those slaps by Lexi.
The Gothic Goddess just dominating this match, but Sophia.
I'll tell you, I still wouldn't even venture to guess who's out.
Guys.
This is bad.
The Gothic Goddess has a chair, and she's now using it into the gut of Sophia.
And Lexi.
Apparently Lexi very breakable at this point.
Raven Knight just dominating this match. Absolute powerhouse here.
Oh, and did you see that smile, Daniel?
Oh, she's enjoying this.
Oh my God, what force!
She calls this the crazy train.
Oh,
this is not the crazy train?
This is not a ride. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Daniel.
I was going to say, this is not a ride that Sophia or Lexi want to be on right now.
I don't think I want to be on it. Can I get off?
This absolutely historic triple threat match we're witnessing here. Just absolute insane. Again, Raven Knight just dominating. Absolute just pure domination onto Sophia and Lexi.
Oh, that chair is coming into play. This is going to be dangerous.
Oh, and a super kick into the chair.
Beautiful kick by Sophia.
I did not see that coming. Absolutely incredible.
And that chair hitting Raven squarely on the forehead. What kind of damage will that do?
Neckbreaker.
Very impressive neck breaker by Sophia.
Both competitors on the ground. Crowd behind Sophia. Who's going to get to their feet first?
Lexi.
The crowd here in Melbourne just getting hyped. The anticipation to find out who's going to be the first eliminated.
Oh! Spear! A double spear!
Holy cow. 2 for the price of 1.
Raven Knight going to kick out at 2.5. As Lexi goes, looks like for a pin onto Sophia.
And a 2 count. So far, all 3 ladies staying strong in this match.
Look at the frustration by Lexi.
No eliminations happening at this point. I still say Sophia will be the first one eliminated.
Now the crowd's behind Lexi. Uh-oh.
And Lexi
But don't forget, Lexi's unbreakable. Wait a second, Sophia not going to
You're not
allow
going
it.
to use that chair tonight, sweetheart.
Oh, and the X Factor under the chair.
Head first goes Raven Knight as Sophia goes for the pin. That is going to take her out.
Raven Knight has been eliminated.
Well, my pick, my secondary pick has been eliminated, so I got to give this to Lexi Gomez.
And my pick to get eliminated first is still in there.
Yep.
All right, Daniel, who are you going for? Lexi Gomez or Sophia?
Oh my God, it's anybody's call at this point. Listen, I've called these young ladies many times. They're both fearsome competitors. You do not take either of them lightly, and the fact that they can do anything they want to each other, I still say it's anybody's game right now.
Lexi setting up that chair, and I don't think she has nice intentions with it, Alex.
Oh! Slamming the head of Sophia right into that chair. Well, right out after guess will be Lexi.
She is the unbreakable one, but she is looking to break Sophia here tonight. Oh, face first, gonna plant into the chair.
Nice, drop toe hold.
Oh, and the cross body onto that chair. Lexi
Cross body
kicking
onto
out.
a chair. That was creative.
It was, wasn't it? Very creative offense. But Lexi kicking out at 2, but notice Lexi is favoring that back.
You hear the crowd here in Melbourne clearly getting behind Lexi.
Ooh, hard kick.
Lexi urging Sophia to get up. Oh, and the elbow. Oh, whoa. Power bomb by the unbreakable Lexi Gomez into the cover.
Your winner and the new Riot Pro Wrestling Women's Champion, the unbreakable Lexi Gomez.
What an absolutely incredible and amazing match we witnessed here tonight. The energy was just off the charts.
And Mr. Showtime bringing out that new Riot Pro Wrestling Women's Championship belt.
Finally, a champion that's actually deserving of a championship for the women's in this company.
Unlike some former women's champions that have been in previous
I don't recall who the last champion was, but I remember she didn't very much deserve it. Lexi Gomez absolutely has clawed her way to the top, and she stands victorious here tonight.
Congratulations to Lexi Gomez.
Wow, that was exciting. That was your triple threat match. No disqualification, which we saw come into play between Sophia Castillo, Lexi Gomez, and Raven Knight. Tell me about your opinions of that match.
Yo, so first I gotta say, man, that Raven Knight chick, man, girl ain't normal. I don't know what she got going on there with all the everything. Girl ain't normal. I don't think I want to run into her anytime soon. But it was good stuff, man. Real good stuff. Especially, got to give it up for Lexi, man. Mm-hmm. In the course of 1 year, she went from a ring announcer.
True.
Ring announcer, women's champion. So you know what? It's you.
Wait. I'm not going to be wrestling anytime soon.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's why I grab a mic so I don't get hit with chairs.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I like to sit on them, not get hit with them. But no, all three women did amazing. My commentary partners there, picking Sophia to go out first, well, they were clearly wrong on that. All three competitors absolutely fierce in this contest.
You know what? And I'll give credit where it's due, man. With Sophie, man, she's a really good competitor. I think she has a lot of things going. Just a couple of things, to tweak. She's there.
Well, it came this close, and Lexi got the W. But who knows what happens on the next Riot Pro Wrestling show?
Absolutely.
I can see these two going at it again real soon.
I think we should see it. I think it would be good.
I think the fans want to see it.
Absolutely.
By the way, speaking of the fans, if you're watching, and of course you are, because otherwise I just talk to no one, you should be on your smartphone or your computer. There is a chat box right below our two smiling faces. You can throw in your comments, your questions. We'll try to answer them live. And apparently Mr. Sensation has been pretty active on this and thinks that the referee was kind of scared of Raven Knight. I would kind of agree with him because the ring announcer was.
Did you see her, man? I'm scared of her.
Very scary. Now, let's talk our open challenge. We've got that come up, Chico's Open Challenge. And after that, it's the main event. So this is yourself, Death Proof Aaron Epic, Zach Monstar, and Julio the Cure Rivera. Vertigo is coming up in this match. Tell us what your mindset was going in to face these guys.
Man, you know what? First thing was just get into the match. It was number one. Number two, you got three of the toughest guys out there. Zach Monstar, absolutely insane. The things that he does. Vertigo, another guy who just beat your ass from pillar to post, so to say. And then you got that evil creative genius, Aaron Epic. The man, you can't put him in a hole. You put him in something and he's already out of it. So he's almost like a magician in the ring. So you got three of the absolute best, you know, not just in Florida, but anywhere in the world. And I got to go in there with those guys. So I got to say, man, I knew I was going to have to work going into that match.
Yeah, and actually a historic note on this match. As we mentioned before, there is a new division, the Young Lions, no longer a cruiserweight division. To enter this match, Death Proof Aaron Epic actually retired or returned the retired cruiserweight championship title to Riot Pro Wrestling to enter this match.
Yeah. So he surrendered the cruiserweight title, which was retired to gain entry into the main event. And let's face it, Aaron Epic's not a cruiserweight guy. He's legit heavyweight, and he should be treated as such. So, you know, it's also part of the reason why the Young Lions division's there now. No limits, nothing to hold these guys back. So, yeah, so Epic is in there, and, man, let's get right to the action, man.
Absolutely. And, hey, don't forget, November 15th, returning to Melbourne, Florida. It's the Wickham Park Community Center. Riot Pro Wrestling returns November 15th. Put that on your calendars. And there will be a few other dates announced, possibly before November 15th. And you can also look up Riot Pro Wrestling on all your social media, on Facebook. Make sure to bookmark it. And what we're going to do is we're going to get right to the action. At this segment, we're going to see the Chico Adams Open Challenge. We're going to go right into the main event. And then we're going to come back here to wrap it up. So let's go to the action.
And now it's time for Chico Adams Open Challenge.
This crowd is seriously chanting Chico sucks. That's the uneducated folks of Brevard for you. Don't appreciate good talent like Chico Adams. That is the future of sports entertainment. That is a former two-time Atomic Next Level champion there.
I'm coming to the ring by Eric Christopher. He is a former two-time Riot Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion. He has competed on WWE NXT, appearing this past year on both Raw and SmackDown. Hailing from the highly prestigious Lee, Massachusetts, he is Chico Adams!
Man, screw these idiots here in Melbourne. They're going to boo someone as great as Chico Adams. That is the future right there. The future, Greg. You don't have a future. You're like 90. That's the future.
95.
According to Eric Christopher, you are all hereby banned from chanting, Chico sucks!
Good. Sue each and every one of them. These dimwits.
It might go as far to mention that Chico Adams is a former Atomic.
All right.
Next level
Quite
champion.
frankly, I don't want to see your faces, so I'm going to make this really quick. We know Chico has an open challenge. He deserves a quality opponent, so why don't his opponent just get your ass out here?
General Manager, Mr. Showtime, gonna... Wait, is he answering the call, Greg?
There's no opponent? There's no opponent. Are you kidding me? This is the future of sports entertainment.
That's the future, and Riot doesn't even have
You know
an
what?
opponent.
The main event's up next, right? Fine. I demand you put Chico Adams in the main event right now.
I'm okay with that. That sounds amazing. What?
Get this ball going.
Wait, what's going on? Hold on, what's going on here?
Wait a minute, what's that? What?
Hey! That's the future!
What
You
is
call
going
this
on?
a resurrection, but you're kicking the future
Ladies
out!
and gentlemen, the main event of the evening is now a fatal
Oh.
five-way for the Riot
I
Pro
believe we are
Wrestling
about to be
Heavyweight
joined.
Championship. Already in the ring, Chico Adams. Now,
Wow.
making his way to the ring, the next competitor.
Best damn decision the general manager's made all night.
General Manager Showtime joining us right now on commentary. Are we going to be okay here, gentlemen? I don't want to get hurt.
Oh, we're going to be okay. Have you seen this? Look at what we've done.
He is a 20-year
Riot Pro
veteran
Wrestling is
of
back.
pro wrestling.
Where?
He is
This
a
is the main
12-year
event.
military infantry
It's
trained
been a great
in
card. I will give you
Aikido
that.
and Muay Thai.
That's
He
all I
has
need
been
to hear.
trained by WWE Hall of Famer Alpha, the Wild Samoan, and Savio Vega. Vertigo, the Cure, Rivera.
Smartest decision you've done so far is putting Chico Adams, the future of sports entertainment, in this main event because he is a future main event competitor.
Look, I don't need anything else from you, okay? Just sit over there and be quiet.
Be quiet?
Yeah, you know what? I don't even know why I let you stay
Now,
here.
making his way to the ring, the next competitor.
Because you need a good commentator here, that's why.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Not this old 90-year-old guy you got sitting next to me.
First of all, he's great, but you still need to work on it.
Don't even speak, Greg.
Hailing from
Greg,
Bayside, New York, weighing 199 pounds, he is a multiple-time SCW Florida heavyweight champion.
Do you see the talent that we
He
have
is
right now?
the last ever Riot Pro Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion, the Mat Wrestling Maniac, Deadpool Aaron Epic.
I see two good talents in the ring, Vertigo and Chico. I don't know about this other guy, though.
No, everybody that's in Riot Pro Wrestling is amazing. That's why we went and had a 5-way title champ. That is
Now,
the way it's
making his
supposed
way to
to
the
be.
ring, the next competitor.
Now this right here is my pick to win this match. The best competitor in this match. Are you ready to enter the madhouse, Mr. Showtime?
Oh, I'm ready. I cannot wait.
Weighing 261 pounds from the last house on the left.
Whoa.
He is the longest reigning ex-wrestling heritage heavyweight champion.
I don't know what's going
A
on. Why does he
real
have a
pro
title?
top crown champion. He is a reigning ACW
Alex, this must be
hardcore
something you
champion.
guys do.
The Human Horror Show, Zach Monster.
Where do I even begin to the list of accolades that the Human Horror Show Zach Monster has accomplished? He is the current reigning and defending Atomic Hardcore Champion. He has been in the ring with the likes of the Sandman. Trust me, he can handle every person in this match. My pick to win, the Human Horror Show, Zach Monstar.
I'm at a loss for words. Is this just...
I don't know, man. I don't really know what's going on.
Is this
right now.
what you're...
This is something from Alex. This is exactly what I'm talking about right now. This is not what Riot Pro Wrestling needs right now.
Zach Monstar is the new face of Extreme as far as I'm concerned. He's bringing a much-needed dose of awesomeness to this match.
Of course you would believe that.
Oh.
See, you see this? Did you see this right now?
He has a chainsaw. You can't handle a little bit of. Yeah, that's my boy.
And now, making his way to the ring, your final competitor.
I'm sure many are saying this is the favorite here tonight.
I just want to say that
weighing 260 pounds from Northside, Jacksonville, Florida.
One of the hottest.
He is a founding member of the Green Light Hit Squad 2.0. He is a two-time Southern Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, and he is the first ever Riot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, J.D. Amazing!
JD Amazing earned this opportunity to be here tonight. He was pretty hesitant to come back to Riot from what I recall from all the stuff I've seen on social media.
Yeah, he wanted to come back. I just had to persuade him. That's what Mr. Showtime does.
You persuaded him?
I did see that. I did see that Facebook Live, and he did do some persuading to get JD Amazing to come back.
JD Amazing never lost the Riot Pro Championship when he had it.
That doesn't matter. See, that was the old Riot Pro Wrestling. This is something new. You see this? This is what Riot Pro Wrestling is all about. The resurrection. We are back to stay. Look at this main event. This is going to be great.
It is. I see 4 Atomic guys in there. Great main event.
Yeah, Atomic guys. Are you sure they didn't come from Riot Pro Wrestling first?
I'll give you that when it comes to Chico and JD and
Can I
Vertigo, but not Zach. Zach is an Atomic original.
Wait a minute. Can I stop both of you at this point? Do you hear this crowd right now?
I know. It's amazing.
Do you hear the electricity?
How can you allow these people to chant Chico sucks?
Because they're the fans. They can do whatever they want.
They're mindless sheep.
Look, that's the difference between your wrestling and my wrestling. These fans can do whatever they want because they earn the right to do it.
Right now, we're going to start this off just fast and
furious, actually.
Fast and furious right now. You see Aaron Epic.
We have action all over the place. We'll try to keep up with the best that we can. JD Amazing burying
Is
Aaron
he really
Epic
death
into
proof?
the corner.
This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is exactly what I'm talking about with Riot Pro Wrestling.
Right now, JD Amazing and Aaron Epic going to start this off in the ring, though.
We see Zach Monstar with Vertigo.
Oh, man. Wait a minute. What's he going to do in his chair? Oh.
Mr. Showtime, I wouldn't want to tell you because it's about to get dangerous.
You see Aaron Epic right now with the boot to the face of JD Amazing.
And watch it. Here
Zach
comes
goes
Zach
around the
Monstar.
world.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
This is around the world to Vertigo.
Oh, did you see that?
And that is vintage Zach Monstar. Meanwhile, in the ring, Aaron Epic and JD Amazing going one-on-one. As Chico Adams gets slung outside by Aaron Epic.
I see why they say Chico sucks. Exactly why.
He's the future.
The future of what?
Sports entertainment.
Yeah, man. No, he doesn't know how to entertain anything.
And Aaron Epic does?
You're absolutely right.
I will have to say this: Aaron Epic's been in the ring more time this match than Chico Adams right now.
Exactly.
You're senile, Greg. You're like 90. You don't remember.
I keep telling him 95, but
And you look good for being 95.
thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
It's nice to go somewhere and be respected.
Exactly.
Right now, but JD Amazing has got to have a chip on his shoulder, though. You got to think because he never did lose that Riot Pro Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, he's definitely coming for vengeance.
Into the cover.
Now, this begs the question, though, because JD Amazing, he's already competed here tonight. Does he have enough strength and energy to win in the main event?
I know I talked to JD, and he said he was ready. He was prepared, and it didn't matter what we put him through. He was going to be here, and he was going to win.
Wow, I
There's
just have to say
action
this.
happening everywhere. I don't even know where to follow.
The action is everywhere, inside the ring, outside the ring. What we just missed, we saw Zach Monstar do around the world to Chico Adams. Innovative offense by
I'm
Aaron
not going to
Epic.
take anything away from you, Mr. Showtime. You have put together a great card tonight.
Finally, something that actually makes sense from you today.
It's good, but you definitely got your work cut out for you.
And that's okay. This was just the first of many shows that we're going to do.
Right now, you take a look at Vertigo and Zach Monstar. Both of these two men have much, much history together.
Oh, nice spear by Chico Adams.
Chico finally inserting himself here into the match.
Oh, did you see that?
Look at the power of JD Amazing.
Oh,
out of nowhere by Aaron Epic.
And all 5 men down at this point.
This is what Riot Pro Wrestling is about. Look at this. Look at this crowd. Do you hear that? Look at what's going on right now. This is how you do a main event.
It's a good main event. I'm not going to take anything away from him. Oh, God, what is Epic thinking? Oh, he's going to knock out Matt Bowman.
Hold on.
We need to have referee Matt Bowman checked on. Oh!
This is why we have 2 refs out here to make sure nothing happens. It's unfortunate.
Right now, you see the action spilling out here to ringside.
Aaron Epic. Why is he asking
He's asking for a title.
Wait a minute. What is going on right now?
What? Can I ask why he has that title?
I don't know what's up.
Oh, he's going to use it, knock Vertigo out.
What? Hey, this is not the way it's supposed to happen. Look.
JD Amazing going to take advantage and go for the pin on Vertigo. Wait a second, the ref needs to count. Wait, whoa.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
That's your main event?
Riot Pro. Hold up. No. That is not how this ends. This is Riot Pro Wrestling, the resurrection. I know you, JD. I know you want to win the right way. You didn't win the right way. Be the man that I know you are and start this match over. Start over.
You hear the general manager Showtime asking referee Javier to start the match over.
And rightly so, because Vertigo's leg was on that bottom rope.
It was on the rope, but the view was the ref did not see it. Zach Monstar going to take out the ref.
And Zach Monstar and Vertigo double teaming Aaron Epic, who seems to have everything in hand. Oh!
Absolutely innovative. Death Proof Aaron Epic and the Human Horror Show going to collide here tonight. What is Zach thinking? Absolute chaos.
Oh! That Aaron Epic reversed that move.
Wait a second. What is Showtime over here checking on? Wait!
Oh my God!
That
What
is the
is this?
atomic,
Oh!
the atomic heavyweight champion Axe Clover. Gonna show Riot what it's like to be extreme.
Oh my God!
Was there ever any doubt, Greg, that we were gonna come in and take over here tonight?
Axe Clover, who was walked out of the building. Look behind you, Axe. The knee by Zach Monstar.
Axe gonna reverse it. Was there ever any doubt that Atomic was gonna invade and take over Riot here tonight?
And Mr. Showtime out with Showtime security, trying to calm Axe Clover down.
Zach Monstar and Axe Clover, these two have quite the history together as well. His security and the general manager trying to break it up to no avail.
Oh my God.
They are just going to keep brawling to the back, though. But you got to wait a second.
We need to get back to the ring,
Chico
Adams in onto the title.
Face plant, but Greg, there's no ref.
Cover, we need a ref.
Wait a second.
General manager.
Absolute BS. Come on.
And the
Ladies
3
and
count.
gentlemen, your winner and the new Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Chico
Mr. Showtime sat here and said that they were going to deliver one hell of a main event, and what did he do? He did a fast count in the main event of Resurrection. Absolute cheap.
I have never seen that before anywhere else.
Disrespect. That is just cheap.
I don't know what to say.
I am a fan of Chico Adams, but come on. You can't tell me Mr. Showtime wasn't in on this. What was that?
I would have to say there's a little bit of chicanery going on, but there's no doubt about it. The 3 count is in. Your new Riot Pro Heavyweight Champion, the future of sports entertainment, Chico Adams.
Oh, Chico Adams.
Wow. What an exciting ending. Probably not the one you wanted, JD. Now, I know you've got some issues with Mr. Showtime, and ladies and gentlemen, right now, live on our phone, we have in the studio audience, Mr. Showtime, the general manager of Riot Pro Wrestling. Mr. Showtime, are you there?
I am here. I am excited. I've been watching this show, and can you not see how amazing it was today to see that? Riot Pro Wrestling put on the best Resurrection show that could be there. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. I don't know if you really wanted to use the phrase amazing right now. Now, I've got to tell you, it was an absolutely action-packed show. We can't wait to see the next Riot Pro Wrestling event. But let's talk about that main event. From tremendous competitors, but, you know, there was talk about let's be frank, a fast count for the title. What's your response to that, Mr. Showtime?
Look, there was just so much going on. You know, I just wanted to make sure at the end of the day that we got the count the right way, you know, and I went in there, you know, I'm not a referee by any means, you know, so I just, you know, was going for the 1, 2, 3, you know, and it just counted right at that time. There was no fast count at all.
Okay. I got to tell you, there is a gentleman here who, by the look on his face, is significantly disagreeing with that assessment. JD, do you have anything to say to Mr. Showtime?
Do I have anything to say? You know, let me tell you just like this. I said from the beginning that I don't trust you. I said from the beginning that you're nothing but a rat. And you know what? You showed your true colors. But hey, let me tell you like this, man. Where I'm from, we don't complain about it. We don't cry about it. What we do is we handle our business. So whenever the next event is, best believe you gonna see me.
All right, Mr. Showtime, do you have anything to say back to our, JD's actually left the studio, but it looks like it's just you and me right now. So what can you tell us about the future of Riot Pro Wrestling?
Well, I just wanted to say once again that I counted the right way, okay? There was nothing in there that I did wrong. And I understand that we will have to settle our differences at some point, and that's okay. But for now, what is important is about Riot Pro Wrestling. We are going to be embarking on the next big show. But for now, I cannot give that information away. But I need you guys all to make sure you go to Facebook, listen, watch, talk, tell us what you want to hear. Go in there and be ready, because we will be in the city near you soon. And let's be honest, you know what we're going to do. We're going to riot.
Yes, and I was actually notified just before we went live tonight that November 15th is confirmed to return to Wickham Park Community Center in Melbourne, Florida, and that you're actively working on more dates that may come before November 15th in different cities.
Yes, I'm here to tell you, I am right now in LA getting ready for some of the greatest wrestlers to come in. I am out here making contracts, signing stuff. Of course, you know that's where I live. But the biggest thing is we are coming to a place near you soon. And yes, we have that date, but I promise you, Riot Pro Wrestling has many more to come, and we will be the best in Florida.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Big thanks to my guest, JD Amazing. Big thanks to our general manager, Mr. Showtime. And we want you all to follow Riot Pro Wrestling on Facebook. We're actually getting, I understand, a new website redesign. That'll be announced on Facebook as well. And make sure you're there November 15th when Riot Pro Wrestling returns to Melbourne, Florida. On behalf of our good friends at Post FX Digital Studios, who made this webcast and this incredible video of Riot Pro Wrestling Presents Resurrection happen, thank you and good night.
If I was JD Amazing, I'd knock him out.
I feel bad for Mr. Showtime even after he gave me props over here, but that is not one man you piss off.
JD Amazing did win the championship, but then Mr. Showtime here restarted the match.
Mr. Showtime, I would get out of that ring right now. I would not stay in there with a piss
He's
off
trying to
JD
beg
Amazing.
and plead with JD Amazing, and JD was very hesitant to come back here tonight, and I see why. I understand the frustrations of JD Amazing. Mr. Showtime begged him to come back and did all he can to work it out, and that's what he comes back to.
Mr. Showtime extending his hand to JD Amazing. JD looking at the crowd telling him no.
Really?
I didn't think so. JD hoisting Mr. Showtime. Oh! Into the diamond cutter.
Quite honestly, that's what Mr. Showtime gets. Lights out.
JD Amazing planning Mr. Showtime in the middle of the ring.
JD Amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Riot Pro Wrestling!